Hello, I am from Tabajinwali's public school, Salome Zuyadauri, and I want to tell you about virtual journey through space. Let's start. What is space? Space is an infinite expanse that contains billions of galaxies. A galaxy is a collection of gas, dust, billions of stars and their systems. Gravity maintains the galaxy's eternity. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, also has a supermassive black hole as its center. There are also many galaxies in the universe that it's most impossible to count them all. For example, when observing just a tiny portion of the sky for 12 hours, the Hubble Space Telescope discovered 10,000 galaxies of different sizes, shapes, and colors. Scientists believe there could be trillions of galaxies in the universe. The size of the universe is approximately 93 billion light years. Interstellar space. Interstellar space is the region between stars that contains vast, scattered clouds of gases and small amounts of solid particles. About 5% of our Milky Way galaxy total mass is comprised of interstellar space. Interstellar space primarily contains hydrogen. Helium is also found in relatively significant quantities, while calcium, sodium, water, and ammonia and formaldehyde are present in very small amounts. There are also significant amounts of dust particles of unknown composition. Additionally, cosmic rays propagate through interstellar space. A ray is a portion of energy that is ejected from luminous stars in the form of light. Solar system. The solar system consists of the sun and all small objects that orbit around it. It is located in a vast collection of stars, a galaxy called Milky Way. The solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy, taking 225 million years to complete one such revolution. Beside the sun itself, the largest members of the solar system are 8 planets. Close to the sun are 4 relatively small rocky planets with solid surfaces: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Beyond Mars stretches an asteroid belt, which contains millions of small rocky objects. There are remnants from a time when the planets were formed. The solar system was born approximately 4.5 billion years ago. Beyond the asteroid belt orbit 4 gas giant planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These planets are much larger than Earth, but their mass is not that large compared to their size. These planets are primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. Characteristics of the planets. Mercury, the closest planet to the sun and the smallest planet, has a very hot surface and practically no atmosphere. Venus, the second planet from the sun, known as Earth's twin due to its size, but has a very dense atmosphere and a greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in the solar system. Earth, our home, the only known planet where life exists, distinguished by its abundance of water and oxygen-rich atmosphere. Mars, the red planet, characterized by its iron oxide-rich surface, has a thin atmosphere and likely had liquid water in the past. Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, a gas giant known for its great red spot and numerous moons. Saturn, the second largest planet, distinguished by its impressive ring system, also a gas giant with many moons. Uranus, a cold gas giant, notable for its sideways total rotation axis, has a bluish-green color. Neptune, the farthest planet from the sun, dark blue. Sun's characteristics: temperature at the center 50 million, diameter 1.4 million kilometers, composed of hydrogen and helium gases. The sun consists of high-density gases that continuously undergo fusion and fission reactions. Because of this, they exist in a plasma state. Their energy is constantly inexhaustible and high. Interesting stops. Mars. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury. Its diameter is 6,800 kilometers. Like Earth, it has layers: a metallic core, a thick, rocky middle layer, and a crust. Mars' surface consists of rocks and dust. Dust storms are frequent. The planet has many craters, plains, deep canyons, and high mountains. Mars has a thin atmosphere, meaning a layer of gases that doesn't retain heat well. The surface temperature of Mars at noon is about minus 33 degrees Celsius, and at night drops to minus 118 degrees. Besides Earth, water is rare on planets in the solar system. On Mars, water is concentrated by its poles in ice caps. There are also underground ice deposits. Small amounts of water have been discovered in the air as vapor. Evidence indicates that liquid water existed on Mars' surface in the past. For example, hundreds of channels have been discovered that resemble dried-up riverbeds. Scientists believe Mars was once a warm planet covered in seas. Mars rotates on its axis at a rate similar to Earth. It takes 24.6 hours to complete one full rotation. Thus, a small methane day lasts this long. In February 2021, NASA's new rover Perseverance landed on Mars' surface. It descended to the bottom of a dried-up lake, and the mission's main goal is to search for signs of ancient life. For scientists, Mars is the most interesting planet. Interesting stops: Jupiter, giant planet. Jupiter belongs to a type of planet called a gas giant. It consists almost entirely of gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. The planet has no solid surface. What we see in Jupiter photos are actually its layers of cloud, not its surface. Jupiter's clouds appear as colored spots, bright and dark bands which indicate the planet's weather characteristics. Jupiter is surrounded by a ring system composed of tiny rocks and dust. There are many smaller and fainter than Saturn's rings. Jupiter moves very slowly around the Sun. It takes 12 years to complete one orbit, meaning its 1 year equals to 12 Earth years. Jupiter takes 12 hours to complete one rotation around its axis. This is how long its day lasts. According to current data, Jupiter has 79 natural satellites. Most of them are very small, but 4 satellites are quite large. There are Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. Interesting stop: Saturn, with brilliant ring. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system after Jupiter. It's known for its beautiful rings. It's the sixth planet from the Sun. It orbits the Sun at an average distance of 1.4 billion kilometers. Saturn belongs to a type of planet called a gas giant. It consists of gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. What appears to be solid surface in photos is actually layers of clouds. Deep within Saturn's enormous layers of gas lies a relatively small, hot, liquid core. At its center, the planet is believed to have a hot, rocky core. Saturn is surrounded by a very thin system of rings. These rings stretch thousands of kilometers from the planet. They are primarily composed of water, ice, and dust. Saturn takes 29 years to complete one orbit around the Sun, which is how long its year lasts. Saturn rotates quite rapidly around its center. The planet takes less than 11 hours to complete one rotation, which is how long its day lasts. Saturn has the most natural satellites in the solar system, with 82 moons. Among these, 8 are considered major largest satellites, with Titan being the largest. Titan has a fairly thick atmosphere and is the only moon in the solar system with a thick atmosphere and clouds. Titan's surface has abundant lakes of liquid hydrocarbons, and these substances also form as a rain from its sky. Technological achievements: Space telescopes. Hubble Space Telescope 1990 gave us an unprecedented view of the universe and helped us study galaxies, stars, and planets. James Webb Telescope 2021, the best example of modern technology, which gives us even more detailed information about the universe. Spacecraft Sputnik 1, 1957, the first artificial satellite in orbit. Apollo Program 1916, the flight of a man to the moon. Mars rover Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and Perseverance explored the surface of Mars. Space stations: The International Space Stations, the largest man-made object in space, where scientific research is constantly being conducted. Modern achievements: Reusable rocket, discovery of exoplanets, definition of gravitational waves, first photo of a black hole, smart CubeSat satellites. Thus, technologies help us better understand the origin, development, and future of the universe. Thank you for listening.